Hey best friends, it's your girl Krista Adama, blogger of crystaladama.com, as well as founder of the best brand, t-shirt brand, media outlet, millennial influence. So when you're done watching this video, definitely go to crystaladama.com as well as millennialinfluence.co and have a good time on those websites. Okay, so in this video, we're going to be discussing the 5 top reasons why when you bleach hair, it never ends up right. You look on Instagram, you look on YouTube, and you're like, whoa, like their bleaching game is on 100, but what am I doing wrong? Like, what exactly am I doing wrong? And I'm here to solve this issue. So let's get right into this video. So the first mistake that you're having is that you're taking literal exact instructions from YouTube and Instagram. So you don't take into account that you guys have different hair. For example, I may be using Yolissa hair, you may be using Al Pearl hair. Basically, since they're 2 different hair types, they're 2 different vendors, they may react differently. So when you are taking instructions from YouTube, well, you have to be mindful that the hair that you're using may not be the same and may react differently. One hair may bleach or lighten up faster than the other. Also, you have to be mindful of the bleaching as well as the hair. For example, when you're watching a YouTube video, the person you're watching may be using Claro with a 40 volume developer, but you bought a 20 volume developer. Since it's 2 different numbers, the 40 developer is obviously going to bleach faster than the 20 volume developer, right? So we really have to be mindful when we're watching these YouTube videos. I feel like the YouTube videos are to give you a clue, give you a range, but you always have to be mindful of your hair and be observant of your hair. The second reason why your bleaching game is not hot is because simply you do not have the right hair. Unfortunately, there's a lot of hair companies and they do not sell good hair. They do not, they're just lying to us. And unfortunately, we spend this pre-coin and we're disappointed when we get the hair, and it sucks. It really does suck. So a second reason why your bleaching game may not be where you want it to be is because of the hair. The hair is not good. The hair doesn't lift. Their hair has bad ends. Literally, somebody told me like my hair strands are divorced at the end. Like, maybe you got the hair and your hair strands are already divorced. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing. But one thing to combat this problem is, you guys know that I try a lot of hair. I love to change up my styles a lot, and because of that, and a lot of people are asking me questions about what hair do you recommend, why do you recommend this, what's the pros and cons of this hair, and I'm like, child, let me just make a hair guide so that you guys can literally go to the hair guide and you'll see all the pros and cons to the hair that I do recommend. To where there's some hair that I do recommend, but there's some hair that I recommend but I don't advise that you bleach because it doesn't bleach that well. So if you guys are interested in that hair guide, just to learn other hair vendors and to know, what hair vendors are good for bleaching or just affordable hair, go to my website, crystaladama.co. It's on the first page. Just scroll down a little bit and you're going to see hair guide. Click on it and follow the directions, and then basically it's the hair guide is right there. It's free, child. It's free. So just go get that hair guide because it will save you a lot of time, energy, and money. The third mistake that you're making is when you want to bleach the closures. So many times people often bleach the closures so that it can look more natural. So you have like black dots on the closure, and the black dots are basically the strands of hair. So when you bleach the closure, it lifts those little dots and it makes it look scalp-like. So oftentimes that's what a lot of people on YouTube do, so it can look more real. But oftentimes what a lot of people are doing, and this may be a mistake, is that when you're making the mix for the closure, you're making it too watery. There's no way the same type of mix should be used for your closure and when you're trying to lift your hair. There's no way. You know why? Because the closure is supposed to be thick. Literally, when you mix your bleach and your powder, when you take a brush and put it in the bleach, when you do like this, the powder, the bleach should not fall down. Literally, it should literally be stuck. If it falls down, that means it's too watery. That means you need to add more powder. Keep on adding powder. Keep on adding powder and make it really thick so that when you put a brush in there, well, let me get my brush. When you put a brush in there, it literally stays on the brush. And for me, what I advise when you do that, I advise that you use a knife. I often feel like when you use a brush, like it doesn't like work that well. And I'm just like, So I like to use a knife. It's similar like adding like peanut butter on a piece of toast. Like peanut butter on toast. So it gives you that smooth finish. And I feel like it doesn't like press into the hair. And it, you know, when it presses into the hair, it actually can bleed the part that you can see. So basically, I advise that you make your mix very thick, as well as use a knife to spread the bleach on the closure. And literally, you're not gonna put it on this side, best friends. You're gonna flip it over, like flip it over, and then put the bleach right there. The fourth reason why your bleaching game is not that hot is because you are buying black hair, but you want a light pink color. It's possible you can do it, but in the process of doing that, you're really going to destroy the hair. You're really going to take a lot of nutrients out the hair. You're adding more steps to your process to get that color. It's just too much. If you want a really bright color, then I would advise you to go and get a blonde hair. When you get a blonde hair, you don't have to lift it because it's already lifted, and you literally just put the color on the hair. And when you do that, the color that you want is right there. The only time I would probably advise to like get dark hair and lift it up is if you want to do like a really dark look, But if you want something that's kind of like medium, or in addition to getting a black hair, also I would advise you getting dark hair if you want to like lift the black to a brown. I would advise that. You can do that. But if you want to actually put a whole different color on your hair, then you need to get a light blonde, because the process is so much easier. And I'm telling you, best friends, it's going to save you so much time. You're not going to be stressing yourself out, and you're not going to worry about ruining the nutrients in the hair because it's already lifted. The fifth reason why your bleaching is not hot is because you think that you can start from black to boom color. No, best friends, it's not possible. Like, that does not look right. I know we see all the girls, and we may be victims of this too. We may be victims where we wear our wigs or sew-ins, we put it on, and it's like literally black, boom, color. It's not supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be a natural fade, a natural progression to the color. And you can do that by having your brush. So literally when you put the color on your hair, you're doing it like this. But when you put the color on, right before, turn your brush like this and do like this. You see the difference? We're not doing this because the color's literally, boom, starting right here, but you're literally fading it like this. This is gonna make the hair look so much better, best friends. So again, not like this, but like this. And what I usually do, I usually put the color on like this at first, and then at the end when I'm done, I usually fade it out like this so it can literally blend in. So that's what I personally like to do. And I can also show you one of my clients' wigs, because I do wigs, and how I did her color. So hold on. Okay, so this is a client's wig that I did, and she wanted it a chocolate brown, and that's what I did. So this is the color that I did for her. It's so pretty, but let me show you guys the fade. You guys see how it starts from black, and then you see if the natural progressions of color, and then it goes deeper in to that color at the end. Again, black, and then you see the natural brown, how it's faded in, and the color. So just to demonstrate, what I usually do is I put the color right here at first, and before I leave it to actually process, I go in like this, and I do this on the hair. And it creates those natural fades. You guys see? Natural fades. So if you ever need a wig done, best friends, you know that I do wigs. So you could definitely email me, crystaladaama@gmail.com. And I'll be happy to make you guys a wig, because that's what I'm here for. I'm your best friend. And because I love my best friend so much, I'm going to have to give you guys a bonus. So my bonus suggestion is that you have to know your own abilities. Just because your favorite YouTube is using a 40 volume developer doesn't mean that you can. And there's nothing wrong with that. It just means that you're not experienced that well to, you know, get a 40 volume developer. If you don't know, the higher you go in volume, the higher or faster the hair processes or lifts up. Therefore, if you know that your skills are not that high in bleaching, but you still want to look good, it's still possible. Maybe you should get a 30 volume developer. Maybe you should get a 20 volume developer. You know, I would say 10, but girl, who got time to be waiting all day and night for it to lift up? But literally, if your skill set is like that, get a 10 volume developer if this is your first time. You have to know your own abilities. You have to know your own pace. So therefore, know your pace, get a 30 volume developer, get a 20 volume developer, and also know your skill. If you don't want to spend your time bleaching, if you know that, you know, I tried this over and over again, child, come to people like me that have affordable prices on bleaching hair. Like, we'll be happy to do it for you. We're not like these celebrity hairstyles that are charging an arm and a leg and your mom, you know, to get your hair done. No, we care about you. We care about, you know, having you look good. So definitely hit people like me up. Again, if you want to hit me up, crystaladama at gmail.com. Or you can go to my website, crystaladama.com, and just look at the previous hair that I did if you ever need your hair done. And I did this as well, best friend, but y'all already knew that, okay? So I'm happy that you guys made it through this video. I hope you guys actually learned something. I hope you guys took something away from this, and I cannot wait to see you guys in my next video. Bye, best friends.